Good day everyone. This is Janil P. Sibalios from G2E-1. So today I'm going to discuss to you the ship stresses and the measures on board to counteract the effect of the ship stresses. So ships are constantly subjected to various stresses due to the force acting on their structure from waves, cargo, and operational maneuvers. So if these stresses cannot be checked or mabantayan, can compromise the ship's integrity and safety. So na possibility na maunsa ang barko. So there are 7 common ship stresses. Start with hugging. Occurs when the ship's center experiences upward buoyant forces due to being supported by a wave crest, while the bow and stern are subjected to downward forces from the weight of the ship. Effect: the ship's keel bends upward and the center stressing the upper deck and tension in the bottom in compression. So if the wave is kanang dagko na kayo pa saka ang bowed, then ang force sa ship is nasa bow and stern. So na possibility nga mabend ang barko or mabawg. So dapat balance ang ship or ang barko. The second one is sagging. Happens when the bow and stern are supported by wave crest while the center of the ship is in a wave through, causing downward forces in the center. Effect: the ship's keel bend toward, stressing the bottom and then if the kani is opposite ni siya sa hugging. If ang force sa barko is not tanan sa center, so mabend or mabawg siya pa downward or paubos pa. For example, kaning barko, so mangani ang barko pa mabawg paubos. The third one is shear forces. Occur when adjacent sections of the ship experiences an unequal vertical forces, especially near the midship area or where weight distribution changes abruptly. Effect: causes structural deformation and potential failure at weak points, deck, and compression. Fourth one is torsional stress, generated when the ship is subjected to twisting forces, often due to uneven wave action on port and starboard side. Effect: leads to twisting of the hull, particularly in ship with wide decks like container ships. The fifth one is punting, alternating inward and outward movement of the hull plates near the bow or stern due to changes in water pressure as the ship pitches or encounters waves. Effect: can lead to fatigue and weakening of hull plating. Next one is pounding or slamming, the repetitive and forceful impact of the bow or flat bottom sections of the hull against waves when the ship moves at high speed or in rough seas. Effect: causes localized damage to the bow or keel area nasa sa tubangan. Next is rocking, side to side distortion of the ship's structure caused by rolling and heavy seas. So if ang bow is Ang dagko na bitaw kayo. Effect is so it can affect stresses the ship's transverse frame. So let's move to measures to counteract ship stresses. Number 1, structural design features. Longitudinal strength. Ships are designed with robust longitudinal framing to resist hugging and sagging forces. So, longitudinal strength kay design ni to resist hugging and sagging. Transverse strength. Frames and bulkheads are added to counteract cracking or torsional stresses. Double bottom construction provides extra strength and distributes loads evenly, reducing shear and bending stresses. Reinforced bow and stern areas strengthened with thicker plates or to withstand panting and pounding stresses. 3. Operational measures. Speed adjustment. Reduce speed in rough seas to minimize pounding and slamming forces. If dagko kayong bowed, you must reduce speed to minimize pag bundak-bundak sa barko. If dagko ang bowed. Next, course alteration. Change course to avoid hitting waves head-on, reducing torsional and slamming stresses. Weather routing. Use weather routing system to avoid areas with rough seas, high wind condition. So, importante ning weather routing kay makalikay ka sa if nay mga bagyo. So, makalikay ang barko. 4 is monitoring and maintenance. Stress monitoring system. Modern ships are equipped with stress monitoring system to provide real-time data on hull stresses, allowing timely corrective actions. Regular inspections. Frequent inspection of critical areas of keel, bulkheads, and framing help identify and address structural issues early. Maintenance of structural integrity. Repair cracks, corrosion, or deformation in hull plating and frames promptly. 5. Use of bulkheads. Watertight bulkheads limit the spread of flooding and enhance transverse strength. Collision bulkheads protect the ship from damage caused by head-on impacts. 6. Dynamic stability management. Anti-roll systems. Use stabilizer fins or gyroscopic stabilizers to reduce rolling and its associated stresses. Trim optimization. Maintain an optimal trim to distribute stresses evenly across the hull.